is Curtis Lomingo.
Good evening. This is 5FA News. The headlines. Calls on government to declare hunger a national disaster persists. Government committed to enforce the higher education policy. Thousands trapped amid fighting in Congo. And now the news in detail. All People's Congress leader Nasser Musoni has made a passionate appeal to the Patriotic Front government to declare food shortages a national disaster and consequently declare an emergency. According to an assessment conducted by the Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit, about 418,969 households have been affected by the poor weather conditions and will require food assistance. And Vice President Inonge Wina on Friday said the government will not declare the hunger situation a disaster because the situation does not warrant doing so. But the opposition leader says it is prudent for government to stop procrastinating or declaring a state of emergency as the emerging national portrait clearly is pointing to a far-reaching crisis requiring a well-coordinated and managed process. It says government should stop trivializing a potentially serious looming national disaster.
I think that no responsible government can behave in this manner and fashion. And again, we make this call to this government. Can you declare a state of emergency before it's too late? The overwhelming majority of our people have no food, and we ask you to act responsibly. The time to act is now. Declare a state of emergency. Our people are dying out of starvation and hunger, and we expect this government to act and act responsibly. Now is the time for this government to act, no time for procrastinated excuses that the extent of hunger does not warrant a state of emergency. We think that a state of emergency is the answer to the current food crisis in the nation.
The permanent secretary in the Ministry of Higher Education has indicated that government has adequate capacity to ensure that the national higher education policy is implemented. Last week, government launched the National Higher Education Policy and its implementation plan aimed at enhancing quality in the provision of higher education in the country. The policy further assured that its implementation will result in two drastic changes in the manner the higher education sector has been administered in the past. Mavuto Sakala points out that awareness campaigns remain crucial in view of preparing the administrators in both the private and public sectors to adjust in response to the policy.
We will definitely need to sensitize all those that are concerned, especially those that are spearheading the process and those that are affected. We have distributed the document. It's not the same. We need to find time and a bit of resources to go around these institutions to help them comprehend the implications of those reforms and how best they can implement them. As a ministry, we have the planning department. We have also got the Department of Vocational and Educational Training. Those two departments will be key in looking at the TVET institutions, the trade training institutions, and the public universities to help them understand what the implications are and also to provide technical support in the implementation of the reforms.
Zambia's High Commissioner to India, Judith Kapijimpanga, has called on Kiran Gems Private Limited, the world's largest diamond manufacturers, to consider investing in geological exploration of diamonds in Zambia. She says Zambia wants to take advantage of high-income earning gems in order to diversify from copper to grow the economy. The High Commissioner said this in Surat City in the Indian state of Gujarat when she toured one of the diamonds manufacturing facilities. She says explorations are costly, but India has effective technology which can help Zambia discover a fortune. And Kiran Gems Private Limited chairman Varabbai Patel said his company would table Zambia's proposal as a board. In a separate meeting, Gem and Jewelry Export Promotion Council, CJEPC India, Gujarat State Regional Chairman Dinesh Navadia, said he's willing to take two geologists to work with Zambian mining geologists for exploration purposes in August this year.
Besides copper, we have emeralds and other gems, precious stones. And we also have deposits of diamonds. but we haven't gone into exploration. That is why we thought it wise when we met with Dr. AJ, so that we meet up with you and see whether yourselves or your associates would be interested in coming into Zambia to start the exploration exercise in diamonds.
United Party for National Development Ikelenge Member of Parliament Elijah Muchima has complained over the untimely disbursement of the Constituency Development Fund. Elijah Muchima explains that under the Patriotic Front administration, CDF has only been disbursed twice, thus affecting execution of developmental projects. The parliamentarian adds that the local authorities have also not been managing the funds properly to ensure efficiency. Speaking to 5FM News, he adds that the Office of the Auditor General must be supported to enhance its ability to audit councils across the country.
This has hindered a lot of work to be done in rural areas, especially our opposition constituencies. There is literally nothing that is happening. We are happy now there is an act in place because councils have been misusing the powers, misapplying that money, as you could have read in some Auditor General's reports that have been presented to Parliament before. And that cancer seems to be in all councils. But anyway, we are happy the Auditor General Office is there on time to check exactly what is happening. What is key is Auditor General should be supported in terms of human resource and the financial resource for it to cover the whole entire country. Because at the moment, they've got a limitation. They can only audit one council per province, meaning it will not be adequate enough for us to push the agenda.
The Citizens Economic Empowerment Commission (CEC) has reiterated that the 8 industrial yards being constructed in selected provinces in the country will significantly contribute to lessening the unemployment gap affecting the youth. According to the Central Statistics Office, youth unemployment rate in Zambia stands at 17.6%. CEC Director General Likando Mukumbuta says once the industrial yards that are currently being constructed in Kasama, Mungu, Solwezi, and Chipata districts are functional, will help remove selected young entrepreneurs who are operating from the streets.
You'll be aware that what is important now is that we industrialize our economy and we ensure that our citizens participate fully in that industrialization. That is why, with support from the African Development Bank, we are implementing industrial yards and cassava commercialization in Zambia. Specifically for the industrial yards, we are constructing 8 industrial yards, and construction has already started for most of them. And in fact, the ones that we expect to be completed this year include Mongu, Solwezi, Kasama, Ndola, and Chipata. What will be happening there is that there will be various industrial activities. We'll set up industrial workshops. We'll give business loans to target the citizens to go in there. For them to get equipment, to have working capital, and we'll link them to large markets so that we can scale them up very, very quickly.
The Ziwa Science and Technology Trust has called on authorities to put in place deliberate measures aimed at nurturing young people to take up science starting at primary level. Organization Executive Director Veronica Mwaba notes with concern that even at tertiary level, only a few students end up as scientists. Speaking with 5FM News, she notes that science represents the future in projecting positive development outcomes owing to its ability to provide solutions to challenges.
If you go through the statistics, research suggests that only 3% of those who are enrolled, they access tertiary education. But some of them, even from the 3%, they are falling out because they are not able to meet the requirements. So this is where the cream is supposed to be. So there should be a deliberate policy to nurture the bright young people. It should be a deliberate policy even to identify those who haven't been to school. Some of them are very good inventors, by the way. And then we need to nurture them and find a way of helping them out.
Get acquainted with the latest news on the multiple award-winning radio station, 5FM Radio at 0615, 1245 and 1830. Fair, balanced, and objective information is what you get on your number one adult contemporary infotainment provider. Be the first one to know what is trending in continental and global news on 89.9 FM. 5FM Radio, your dependable source for news.
Well, thank you so much for still staying with us. And now for the rest of the news. In continental and global news, more than 80,000 people remain trapped in Ituri province in the Democratic Republic of Congo amid ongoing ethnic violence. The fighting in recent weeks has killed at least 100 people and displaced hundreds of thousands. Some of them have fled to the Lake Albert region in neighboring Uganda. More than 70 police officers have been taken off the streets in the U.S. city of Philadelphia for violent or racist social media posts. The Plainview Project reviewed the posts made by a sample of police officers in 8 cities. Similar behavior was found in every city sampled, raising concerns about the future surrounding the police.
The union representing Philadelphia police called the social media investigation overly broad, accusing it of overlooking all the good work done regularly by our officers. The fallout from the study is ongoing, not just here in Philadelphia, but nationwide. The police departments in all 8 cities looked at by the Plainview Project have launched investigations. Reverend Mark Tyler says the findings contribute to an us versus them mentality in minority communities.
All we want is the same thing that everyone else wants. To feel that if you need a police officer in a time of trouble, that you're going to get help, that you're going to get support, and that you're going to get the benefit of the doubt, that you will be judged by your behavior, not by what you look like on the outside.
And now finally in sports news. Algeria coach Jamal Belmadi says unfancied Kenya will not be underestimated when the two sides clash in the opening Africa Cup of Nations match in Group C on Sunday in Cairo. Kenya are returning to the continental showpiece for the first time since 2004 and will head into their showdown with an Algerian squad featuring former African Footballer of the Year Riyad Mahrez as clear underdogs. However, the Desert Foxes missed out on qualifying for last year's World Cup and fared poorly at the 2017 Cup of Nations as they clashed out in the group stage. Meanwhile, the scores in the kickoff match were Morocco 1 and Namibia 0, and Senegal will be up against Tanzania. That sports item brings us to the end of our main evening bulletin. But before we go, a recap of the stories making the headlines. All People's Congress leader Nason Musoni has made a passionate appeal to the Patriotic Front government to declare food shortages a national disaster and consequently declare an emergency. According to an assessment conducted by the Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit, about 418,969 households have been affected by the poor weather conditions and will require food assistance. The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Higher Education has indicated that government has adequate capacity to ensure that the National Higher Education Policy is implemented. Last week, government launched the National Higher Education Policy and its implementation plan aimed at enhancing quality in the provision of higher education in the country. And finally, more than 80,000 people remain trapped in Ituri province in the Democratic Republic of Congo amid ongoing ethnic violence. The fighting in recent weeks has killed at least 100 people and displaced hundreds of thousands. Well, that's it. That's all we had for you in our main evening bulletin today, the 23rd of June, 2019. But for these and other stories, visit our website on www.5fm.co.zm or follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia. This has been Curtis Lumigu on behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department. Thank you for listening.
Get acquainted with the latest news on the multiple award-winning radio station. 5FM Radio at 0615, 1245 and 1830. Fair, balanced, and objective information is what you get on your number one adult contemporary infotainment provider. Be the first one to know what is trending in continental and global news on 89.9 FM. 5FM Radio, your dependable source for news.
Hey, Zulu, what is happening?
Our friends are watching free Netflix. They've been live on Facebook forever. These guys are off the hook, man. They can watch whatever they want on YouTube. And they've been on WhatsApp all night.
How can that be possible? Internet sucks in this country.
They got high.
High? As in?
Nah, not what you think. High.
Wanyeka Munzi with High's faster than fast internet connection. Get any bundle size of your choice and double your data with 100% bonus for more connectivity. Wait, there is more. When you get 35 GB, you get Bosala and Netflix on us. Free streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Get an interrupted world-class internet that gets you access to all your favorite links and applications.
Get on it! Get on it! Get on it!
Visit high-alive.co.zm today and get faster than fast internet with High.
They say travel makes one modest. You get to see just how much of a tiny place you occupy in the world. And it's only when you're flying above it all that you realize just how incredible the world is. Flying is an adventure. Flying is the one time you get to see the beauty of the world from an elevated vantage point. But there's another adventure one takes before flying. The many wonderful services received at the airport prior to boarding make starting the journey even more exciting. From self-check-in kiosks, various banking and telecommunications agencies, an assortment of shops to scrumptious meals, there is so much to enjoy while waiting for one's flight. Remember, happiness is the way to travel, not the destination. Why drive when flying is safer, more convenient, and let's face it, more fun?
Zambia Airports Corporation Limited. Keep flying.
Skazwejan is my name, a FIFA referee as well as CAF referee. I love listening to 5FM radio at 89.9 FM right here in Lusaka. Enjoy.
Azali lelo awana Lusaka ye nazako yemela 5FM Rikibi Azali DJ Life Azali Naza Esengo Wapisuke Chile. Oh yeah, 5FM tout le monde. Oh 5FM tout le monde. Oh 5FM.
Ayo, wagwan, good people of 5FM radio. This is the one and only Lion Chief from Nairobi, Kenya. Wagwan, representing, I say 5FM radio, tune in all the time, online, everything cool, everything nice. 5FM, your happy day station. Irate.
Get in touch with your number one adult contemporary radio station, 5FM, on our WhatsApp line 0955 221515 or log on to our website on www.5fm.co.zm or facebook.com/5FM Radio Zambia, your happy day station. 5FM Radio, your global station.
Yes, I'm back with much more splendid huge hits. This is Kofi Olomide. Too much love for Jenny on a Sunday like this. Yeah,
Ngana bangaka, ngana mitunaka ehe. Saki oko ya gobo sananga sembo chini oyali ya nyango. Mama ibo mama meka ko comprendre ngai mitiaka na esika na ngai basalaka boye te na mobali oyo balingaka jini tuna ndenge yango alakisa yo nzela ya libala basanza ebele yango eleki moninga na mboka mopaya sango na yo azwaka te basalaka boye te
kana moni kaka ebino kwemete motema na pesa ya etondi na susi
susi na yo eleinga bongo lokola mpoko esanga bolingo mwa monga mwana mawa dingelanga nsango na ya na mboka mopaya awanga nazali jini ye mpasi elekinga nakoki lisusu te nakoki lisusu te nalela masiya mwana ya maria soki lelo nalobi oyoki nsango nanga ya mawa jini kokama te bambanzo na yo ekomelinga kuze kolingana linga yo na mikonande ya mo lilita nanga jini zoka bolingo na yo mama jini aleli alela mama nani yango akongi jato alipasa kebo basera krista Ginny, elle était la plus belle. Ginny, la lycée Bamanoka. Ginny, elle avait les fossettes. Ginny, sur la plage de Rio. Ginny, Ginny, 1m82. Ginny, aux yeux verts et au sang bleu. Ginny, oh, pesa kinga promesse. Ginny, yakako balanga. Ginny, na pesi yo se merci. Ginny, na ndenge osalinga. Ginny, oh, yokeli banguna. Ginny, leti ekobaza témoin. Ulangwete, ezaska pena pama. Two, chapa, two, big, two, nito, two, weaver, two, that's it, two, ajapa. Oh God, we know.
Aishani bwana. Dunia I hope today you haven't come with stories. I want the Fuka king. Ani shota chachi kwa chimoto. No. I don't want any story. That is a lie. I send the CV joint. I send the boy joint. I send the CV joint. I saved the Oka last week. And now today you are telling me the guy is not alright. No. Road stories are not going to hear. I'm like, Magonga, Maspare, Tramieva, Bossif, Mulaya Kulandineri. What are you telling me? And we got ready Nelly. Our position shop Yamaspeza Musangama genuine in Shimbi Wakamba, Dama CV, Ama Tyro DND, Ama CV, Chanu comics, John Sabia Yakumoto Gama spares, genuine. Probably they will be going to Lady Nelly. We need Landineri Bossy. Oh, Landineri.
For all your auto part needs, come to Landineri Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, situated along Kalundwe Road, opposite Town Center, or come to Westgate Shopping Mall, shop number B2, Freedom Way, Lusaka, or simply call us on 0977-872634 or 0977-793470 or 0977-148387 or telefax 0211-223626. Lanelli, quality is our pride.
Cellular King has my favorite things.
A Cellular King akaswiri amafoni akubwereserani mafoni pa mtengo ochipa kodi muli kuchawama misisi olomalo ena omwe ali pafupi na Makeni Shopping Mall. Bwerani mugule ma original phone, ma laptops, ma headphones na ma games hosiyana monga PS3, PS4, Xbox na Nintendo. Kuno ku Cellular King mitengo zatu nizosangalalisa muntu aliyense. Sono bwerani msangalale nase. Tipezeka pa Makeni Shopping Mall, shop number 18 Kafue Road. Tumanilami pa 0962 044 719. Cellular King akaswili amafoni.
Cellular King has my favorite things.
If you're in your car and a child ran out in front of you right now, could you stop? Slow down.
Be safe. Join Chifwesa Kauma Ilunga every Wednesday at 9:05 for People on the Move, a road safety awareness program brought to you by the Zambia Road Safety Trust, saving lives on Zambian roads in partnership with Puma Energy.
Road safety is a shared responsibility and it requires the effort of each and every one of us to reduce the number of road traffic injuries and deaths in our country.
Puma Energy Zambia PLC has been supporting Zambia's road safety efforts since 2015. And as Puma Energy, we are aware that road traffic accidents are really a major public health issue in Zambia.
Remember, road safety starts with you. Obey traffic rules and save lives. Puma Energy, fueling your journeys.
Next time you're thirsty, think Aquaright Purified Water. Suppliers of 20 liters, 15 liters, and 750 ml purified water. We also supply water dispensers. In our effort to serve you better, we repair and service water dispensers. Deliveries are also made to corporate clients. You can access our purified water from all leading wholesalers, retail outlets, supermarkets, timbers, and all Aquaright depot or containers. Get in touch with us on 0977 799414 or 0211-286-998 or telefax 0211-287-794. Email aquarightltd@gmail.com. Visit us on plot number 5046 sub A Nampondwe Road off Mumbwa Road opposite Cargill, Zambia. Aquaright, safe water, better health.
Mr. Banda, what's wrong with the truck? Up to now, you've not delivered the goods?
No, Madam Wandin, I'm sorry. The truck has been smoking and I don't even know where to get the right spares. The spares I got, as if I didn't even get them yesterday.
Imwe, haven't you heard of Neo Auto Spares Limited?
Madam,
we are the dealers of trucks and car spares, earth-moving machines, service parts, components, accessories, and all types of filters such as air filters, oil filters, and fuel filters. Also in stock are suspension parts and clutch kits such as clutch plates, pressure plates, and thrust bearing for all trucks and cars, including Chinese truck. You can come in person at stand number 488 along Malaysia Road, opposite Automotive Equipment, or you can call us on 0955 783 839 or 0977 783-839. Neo Auto Spares Limited, home of filter.
It is not a secret to note that the economy is not growing as fast as it was a few years ago. Whilst the economy is improving, Many of us, especially SMEs, are feeling the effects of a lack of liquidity in the market. And whilst this situation has not come to stay and will eventually pass, we believe this is the time to reflect, access and position ourselves for a successful future. And in positioning for a successful future, it is important to learn and understand the principles of success. And where better to learn from than from the captains of industry, entertainment, sport, and others both locally and internationally who have reached the pinnacle of their profession. Join Gautama Nyerere every Friday on 5FM Radio from 10:05 as we profile achievers and trendsetters as they share with us their secrets to success.
Cooper Lodge offers you amazing levels of true luxurious accommodation and privacy.